Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity and fortune, most swift and desirable to all amongst many virtues, the loyal wife of Sri Vishnu, also known as Shri. Lakshmi, the root word in Sanskrit, Laksh or Laksha, which means the purpose or aim of life, objective. Lakshya, which means aim, which is derived from Lakshmi. The purpose or aim of life is to attain both material prosperity and spiritual enlightenment. Goddess Lakshmi, when pleased with purity and devotion of her worshippers, bestows upon them both material and spiritual prosperity. In the Atharvaveda, it is mentioned that 1,000 Lakshmis are born with the birth of a virtuous and auspicious being. In the Shatapath Brahman, a Vedic treatise on the preparations of rites and rituals, the original form of Lakshmi is Shri. Shri, who is the auspicious energy of Lord Vishnu. It is this form of Shri that gods derive their powers to execute their own aims, Lakshya, in the matter of cosmic maintenance. Therefore, the purpose or Lakshya of human birth is also associated with Shri or Lakshmi. In a much deeper sense, one's ultimate aim in life is to realize one's own divinity, but only after one has realized that one is abundant and supported with talents and creativity, power and strength, and one has knowledge and wisdom. One has luck and success, which plays a role to perform on one's journey in life. Every single being in life. It is the divine energy of Goddess Lakshmi that guides one to realize all aspects of life, which is a moral duty, dharma, desires, calm, prosperity, earth, and liberation, moksha, with sattvic qualities. Lakshmi is also worshipped as a mystical diagram or a yantra and she is worshipped in form of that yantra, which is called Shri Yantra. Very, very popular and definitive. Lakshmi is also depicted in Indian art as an elegantly dressed, prosperity showering, golden colored woman with an owl as her vehicle, signifying the importance of economic activity in maintenance of life. Her ability to swiftly move and work and prevail in confusing darkness. She typically stands or sits like a yogini on a lotus pedestal, whilst holding a lotus in her hand, symbolizing self-knowledge, great fortune, and spiritual liberation. And some of the iconographies depict her with four hands, representing the four aspects of human life important to ancient Sanatan Vedic Hindu Dharma known as Kam, Earth, Dharma, and Moksha. Shantaakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrusham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Bir Dhyanagam Vande Vishnu Bhavabhayaharam Sarvaloke Kanatham. Mahalakshmi. Lakshmi, consort of Sri Vishnu, worship together in this beautiful shlok, which means Lord Vishnu, who has a serene appearance, which fills our inner being with peace, who is lying on the bed of the serpent, Anand or Adishesh, representing the eternal primal energy or Mool Prakriti, nature, from whose navel is springing up a lotus, source of all creations through Brahmadev, and who is presiding over various elements of those creations as the Lord of the Devas. He is the substratum of the whole universe as consciousness and boundless and infinite, like the sky, Chidakrash, with a form bluish in color like the cloud, which is radiating auspiciousness, filling our inner being with bliss. He is the beloved of Devi Mahalakshmi, whose eyes, beautiful like the lotus petals, who is attainable by the yogis only through meditation. I worship that all-pervading Vishnu, who removes the fear of worldly existence by making us realize that we are not isolated beings internally but are eternally connected to Him. I worship that Vishnu, who is the one Lord of all the loks. Whenever Vishnu descended on earth as an avatar, Lakshmi has always accompanied him as a wife, assuming forms appropriate to these avatars. In the Dasha avatar, the primary avatars, incarnations of Sri Vishnu, and out of the most important of the 10 are the avatars of Ram and Krishna. Lakshmi descended as Sita and Rukmini according to the Vishnu Puran. The Veds, Atharva Ved, Rigved, Yajurved, Samved, the Upanishads, the Puranas, most prominently the Vishnu Puran, Srimad Bhagavad Puran, Skanda Puran, and Brahma Puran, all glorify the manifestation of this beautiful goddess, Mahalakshmi. Samudra Manthan, churning of the ocean, also known as Shirsagar Manthan. Shirsagar means ocean of the milk. Shir represents milk and Sagar means ocean or sea. The Samudra Manthan explains the origin of Amrit and other manifestations. Amongst them, the most popular one is the manifestation of Sri Mahalakshmi. The Samudra Manthan process released a number of things from the ocean of the milk. One of them was the lethal poison halahal. In some other variations of the story, the poison escaped from the mouth of the serpent king as the demons and the gods churned the ocean The poison was so powerful it could destroy the whole creation. Before the manifestation of Sri Mahalakshmi, a lot of other Ratnas were produced in this journey of the ocean. The gems and the treasures. The Ratnas are ranging from 9 to 14. However, Lakshmi, the Devi of fortune and wealth, who accepted Sri Vishnu as an eternal consort, was the most important in the manifestations. There were Apsaras, Varuni, Kamdhenu, Aravat, and many other Ratnas. The manifestation of Sri Lakshmi, as per the Puranas, doesn't end here or doesn't commence here. This was one of the avatars during that period. In praise of Lakshmi, countless hymns, prayers, shloks, stotras, songs are dedicated to Mahalakshmi and are also recited during the ritual worship of Lakshmi during many festivals. They include Shri Sukta, which is contained in the Vedas and includes a Lakshmi Gayatri mantra. Om Shri Mahalakshmi cha vidmahi Vishnu patneya cha dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi prachodaya. Om. It's a beautiful Gayatri. There's also others such as Sri Lalita Sahasranam, Sri Mahalakshmi Ashtakam, and various other stutis too. Ashtalakshmi, the 8 manifestations of Sri Lakshmi. Ashtalakshmi is depicted as seated on a lotus. Adi Lakshmi or Mahalakshmi is the first primeval Lakshmi or the great Lakshmi. Depicted as four-armed, carrying a lotus and a white flag. Other 2 arms in Abhay Mudra and Varat Mudra. Adi means source. Adi Lakshmi is the divine principle as wealth that supports a seeker to reach their source. which is Atma or consciousness. If an individual possesses Adi Lakshmi, they can effortlessly delve deep into Dhyan and realize the state of absolute silence, bliss, and peace. Without Adi Lakshmi, a seeker fails to quieten their wavering and chattering mind. Out of all the Ashtalakshmis, this particular aspect is responsible for furthering our spiritual wealth. Dhan Lakshmi, Mani Lakshmi, is the goddess of wealth. Four-armed in red garments, carrying Sudarshan Chakra, Shankh, Kadash, a water pitcher with mango leaves and coconut on it, or Amrit Kalash, a pitcher containing Amrit, elixir of life. Also carrying a bow and arrow, a lotus flower, and an arm in Abhay Mudra with gold coins falling from it. Dhanya Lakshmi, Grain Lakshmi, is the goddess of agricultural wealth. Eight-armed in green garments, carrying two lotuses, Gada, paddy crop, sugarcane, bananas, and her two arms in Abhay Mudra and Varad Mudra. She is also the principle of wealth that provides the ability to consume or to indulge. If a person possesses Dhanya Lakshmi, they will have the fortune to enjoy the worldly pleasures. Gaj Lakshmi, the elephant Lakshmi, is the giver of animal wealth such as cattle, or the giver of power of royalty. According to the Purana, Gaj Lakshmi brought back the wealth lost by Indradev, king of the demigods, from the ocean. Vasudh Narayan interpreted the name as one who is worshipped by elephants. She is depicted with four arms in red garments, carrying two lotuses, and other two arms in Abhay Mudra and Varad Mudra, surrounded by two elephants, bathing her with water pots. Santan Lakshmi, as the name suggests, progeny, the goddess of bestowing offsprings. Depicted as six arms carrying two kalashes, a sword, shield, and a child on her lap. A hand in Abhay Mudra and the other hand holding the child. Her sword symbolizes shielding the child and a mother's ability to even kill someone to save her own child. The child holds a lotus. Then we have Veera Lakshmi or Dhairya Lakshmi. Veer means valor, Dhairya means courage. This is the goddess who bestows courage during battles, and courage plus strength for overcoming difficulties in life. She is depicted as eight-armed in red garments, carrying a chakra, shankh, bow, arrow, trishul, a bundle of palm leaf scriptures, and other two hands in Abhay Mudra and Varad Mudra. This is the same Lakshmi who took the avatar of Ma Durga and became victorious over Mahisasur in the Purana. Then we have Jai Vijay Lakshmi. Vijay Lakshmi or Jai Lakshmi, victorious Lakshmi, the goddess and giver of victory, not only in battles but also for conquering hurdles in life in order to achieve success. Depicted as eight-armed in red garments, carrying the chakra, shank, gada, lotus, pasha, and a shield, and the other two hands in Abhay Mudra and Varad Mudra. Vidya Lakshmi, knowledge Lakshmi, bestower of the knowledge of arts and sciences, dressed in a white sari, resemblance to Goddess Saraswati, holding a book of Veds, a peacock feather as a pen, and her hands in Varad Mudra and Abhay Mudra. There are also 3 or 4 other additional forms of Lakshmi, which vary from various texts, and that is Aishwarya Lakshmi, prosperity Lakshmi, goddess of riches, the only form which mounts a horse. She generally replaces Vidya Lakshmi from Ashtalakshmi list. Then we have Saubhagya Lakshmi, the giver of good fortune, giver of prosperity. We have Rajya Lakshmi, the royal Lakshmi, who blesses the rulers with power. And we have Vara Lakshmi, Lakshmi, the goddess who bestows boons. There is a popular fasting for Lakshmi, and Vaibhav Lakshmi is one of the manifestations. Ashtalakshmi, as we know, the 8 Lakshmis. However, the Vaibhav Lakshmi Vrat is a popular fast, and people who observe this fast for either 11 or 21 Fridays, they receive miracles of benefits provided by Vaibhav Lakshmi. This Vrat confers to the observer happiness, peace, riches, and prosperity. Desires of people observing this Vrat are fulfilled immediately. Friday represents Venus or Shukra as per Vedic astrology. Venus is a planet that bestows one with all the physical comforts, luxury, glamour, and much more. As per ancient Vedic texts, Mother Lakshmi is worshipped on Fridays for the same significance. Many observe this fast for once a year at least. Ashtalakshmi. The Puranic songs address Lakshmi with a variety of epithets, among them Dhanada, meaning bestower of wealth. The term Dhan incorporates an expansive definition of prosperity, abundance, luxury, comfort, happiness, good health, well-being, material wealth, harmonious relationship with friends, family, and community, and a very meaningful spiritual life. Lakshmi is also called Vasudha, the yielder of wealth, referring to the goddess as bounteous earth. Vasu is the wealth of the land and the abundant life that it yields. It is also the material wealth of the earth's hidden treasures, the precious metals, minerals, crystals, and gemstones that lie beneath its surface, as well as the mysterious treasures of the forests in the depths of the sea. With this in mind, we may understand the context by which Lakshmi is beloved by the elemental spirits of the woods and the seas, and by the forces that dwell deep into the earth's many layers. We may also appreciate the expansive area of the triple word, Trilok, which is her domain. Heavenly, earthly, and subterranean regions, beings alike, all seek the wealth that Lakshmi embodies. This also allows us to better understand during the Samudra Manthan the place of the Asurs, or Asurs known as the antigods, who inhabit the subterranean realms and the watery, dark nether worlds. In the Puranic literature, the Asurs are cast as debilitating forces who continuously antagonize the gods, in large part because of their attitude towards Lakshmi's wealth. The Asurs, as such, are not evil creatures like the demons of any biblical tradition. They are children of Brahma who live under the earth and who pull the earth's wealth downwards. The gods who live above the earth pull the wealth upwards. In reference to the 14 loks, the 7 loks below the earth, and the loks above the earth. Now, in the language of modern economics, one might say the Devas are the distributors of wealth, while Asurs are the creators of wealth. The former spend the wealth, and the latter hoard it. Both play vital roles in the cycle of wealth. When we think about the nuances of Lakshmi's wealth, Dhan is prosperity, Vasu is the raw material behind the prosperity, Earth is the currency value, and it is recognized in a particular culture. It is wealth that can be counted or demonstrated or to be used in currency exchange, such as property, valuables, treasures, possessions, and money When one has received the blessings of earth, it is considered appropriate to display and enjoy it visibly. The very manifestation of prosperity and liberality means esteem and satisfaction. A prosperous man is an honored man because he gives evidence of possessing uncommon abilities. The goddess is the source of those uncommon abilities and of the material wealth itself. And to hide her gifts is considered to disrespect the divine source. Lakshmi is a visible expression of Shri, and so too is Earth, which is the goddess's energy of material wealth. Attracting and maintaining wealth entails an attitude, a state of mind, a state of consciousness that should align with the consciousness of the goddess herself. The poet of the song for Lakshmi, Prasannavarda Sri Lakshmi Stotram, seeks the ability to attract wealth as well as to discover the state of consciousness that it produces. The prayers to Lakshmi ask for material abundance and at the same time for the conscious awareness to dwell in the state of proper prosperity, which is the state of consciousness, a state of engagement with the wealth energy of goddess. The energy of this goddess is the energy of the prosperity itself, and to dwell in this is what is truly empowering the subject. A woman becomes Lakshmi when she models her attitudes, behavior, and consciousness on qualities that are recognized as embodiments of Lakshmi. Prosperity begins with prosperity consciousness, to which can be applied the specifics of successful money management and financial planning. Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, plays a key role in the work of so many people. The material prosperity denoted by the term earth does not necessarily resonate with the wider aspects of abundance that term the word dhan. While Lakshmi is most certainly the source of earth or material prosperity, it is significant that she is never addressed as earth, the bestower of money, and only rarely is she supplicated to grant earth by itself. She is addressed as Danda, Dhanada, bestower of wealth. And in the pujas, she is invoked for the more expansive designations of material wealth as an expression of the goddess's limitless abundance, of which earth is only a finite part, a very small part. Material wealth is one thing, The energy that creates and sustains material wealth is quite another. It is this that the wise seek of the goddess. They request that the goddess bestows not only the material expression of wealth, but that she draws them into alignment with the limitless source of all prosperity. Without alignment to this source, one may be incapable of receiving her blessings, much less of sustaining them should they arrive. Failure to recognize the essential difference between dhan and earth may contribute to misinterpreting Lakshmi's prosperity. As it pertains to money in the context of spiritual growth. However, in this day and age, money and its acquisitions or its denials quite obviously has been a highly charged issue throughout the ages and across the cultures. The Puranic narratives highlight the emotional upheaval created among gods, humans, and demons as they gain, lose, and seek to regain Lakshmi's wealth and favor. So too, they stress that the goddess listens to requests, and if she is pleased, she grants them. One may pursue and succeed in the acquisition of earth, which is material wealth, to the exclusion of other concerns, just as one may single-mindedly pursue pleasure or communal obligations to spiritual liberation. In either case, the goddess is misperceived through a limited understanding of her expansive nature, and both extremes may be seen as a form of poverty consciousness. And this calls to mind an intriguing misunderstanding of Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. There are many ways to translate the term dharma or virtue. Virtuous conduct, harmonious relationship, religion, etiquette, religious duties, communal obligations, social consciousness, balanced way of life, living in right relationship, and even doing the right thing. These meanings are so variously nuanced, it's often untranslated and with different terms according to context. The root of the term dharma is dar, which means foundation or support. We consider dharma to be the energy governing harmonious relationships with oneself, with one's spouse, children, and family, and the community, with one's natural environment, and with the gods. Dharma may sometimes be described in terms of obligatory actions, as the scriptures designate codes of etiquette which range from good manners to religious canons and ritual observances. More than just merely following rules, dharma is a way of life to cultivate wisdom. On a cosmic level, dharma is the harmony of interconnectedness that upholds society and supports the creation. it is Lakshmi and Vishnu who reign over that auspicious function, and for this reason, Lakshmi is highly lauded in her poetry as upholder of Dharma. The auspicious preservation of the entire creation requires harmony, and on the personal level as well. Lakshmi's association with Dharma informs one of appropriate and successful interconnection with others. And that is one of the reasons why Lakshmi is so often approached by those seeking a spouse, a good home, steady income, and other such aspects of life. In the Puranas, Lakshmi is identified most strongly as a consort of Vishnu, and together they serve as sustainers of the universe. In world cycle after world cycle, they appear together as embodiments of Dharma, restoring harmony among the various elements that constitute the realms of existence. The unified image of Lakshmi and Vishnu sets the paradigm for bride and groom in Hindu wedding ceremony. Dharma is an important enough feature of Hindu society to constitute a type of wealth in its own right. In the Puranic songs, we may see how attention to Dharma is linked with other aspects of Lakshmi's wealth. Both calm and earth, pleasure and material wealth may be generated without the attention of Dharma. However, Dharma governs the karmic aspect of thoughts and actions. Lakshmi, as an embodiment of Dharma, ensures the graceful balance of the continued flow of her energy, for well as a maleficent behavior. Calm or pleasure may be enhanced by its appropriate application and attention to relationships. In a similar manner, the attraction of earth or material wealth, which may be more successfully sustained when generated within the context of appropriate types of exchange, which ensures healthy sending and receiving of wealth energy exchange. In either way, Dharma provides a richer context in which to express the fulfillment of excitement and good fortune. Once again, to remind you, the root of this term of Dharma is Dhar, meaning foundation or support. It is through Dharma that many aspects of Lakshmi's wealth may be enjoyed and sustained in an appropriate form for the relationships that link one person to the next, provide the conduits for the sustained flow of the goddess Lakshmi's energy. As Lakshmi upholds Dharma, so then does the worshipper, seeking her blessings, adhering to dharmic behavior. From this perspective, the fluid nature of Lakshmi's beneficence moves in a cycle, pouring forth as divine grace to an individual, extending outward and to the families from where the community, and from there through ritual offerings back to the divine source. Lakshmi as moksha, the wealth of spiritual liberation. Lakshmi as the goddess whose bright auspiciousness infuses the creation with calm, earth, dharma, and moksha. Together, they constitute a unit which is qualified as bhukti, meaning enjoyment or relishing of the world. However, the final component is moksha, release from the worldly attachment. As well as providing the foundation for its delights, Lakshmi is also said to be the final refuge, the transport to liberation from attachment to the world. Devotees of the goddess are not forced to choose between spirituality and materiality. In fact, to do so would be to disregard the magnificent arena of the goddess's essence. Lakshmi is invoked for both spiritual and material blessings, for she is the material and spiritual substratum, the platform upon which everything rests and moves. She is the experience of life, and she is the wisdom to see past lives' karmas. One of the shlokas regard her as Bhukti Mukti Pradyayini, bestower of worldly enjoyments and spiritual liberations. And in a more expansive aspect, Lakshmi is also known as Mahalakshmi or the Great Lakshmi, purely because of the goodness, the goddess as the creator, preserver, and destroyer. Lakshmi, we can go on and on and on. Lakshmi is also known as Chanchal, very capricious nature, very swift. Although she brings balance, harmony, abundance, and wealth, and a sense of security, the Vedic songs have also depicted her as Chanchal, restless, capricious. But that is in a different context. There is also a lot more details into her graciousness. However, from our perspective today, this defines Lakshmi, the gracious goddess of wealth. May the source, the energies of Sri Lakshmi Narayan bestow the best for all of us during this upcoming festival.